This video because I'm trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing wrong with sharpening, whether it's chisels, stones, leather, strop thing, I don't know, but it's pretty bad. So these are the chisels that I have here. These like Tack Life chisels I got really cheap on Amazon. I'll probably link to it in the description so you can look at the exact ones. I don't know, maybe these are the problem because let me see. This one's not sharpened. I have used it on some wood, some crap wood. Excuse all this messiness because like I'm just starting out, so there's a lot of crap around here. I already actually bent the edge on this chisel here, but this left side of this edge is actually not bent. So let me show you like just a bit of paper. Show you how dull this is. Let me put this tripod up here. So like if I take this and I try and cut into this, I haven't used this on my sharpening stones at all. It's like absolutely nothing, you know, it tears. This guy I have been trying to use on my sharpening stone. Let's go to the other side. I guess this is harder paper, so it isn't really indicative, but chisel should be able to cut that well. And this cut better than this, but it's still tearing quite a bit. Anyways, like this, you know, I'm using DMT diamond stones, typical Paul Sellers style with the coarse, fine, extra fine, and then I'm using a bit of leather with the buffing compound stuff. There's the stones that I'm using. I'm just swapping them in and out of a chisel out hollow that I put in this piece of wood there. And then there's this guy. I don't have it attached to anything, but I was clamping the front and pulling against it. And there's that buffing compound that I'm using. So I'm doing that with these chisels and ending up with something that, I don't know, like that edge looks more polished definitely than the, you know, machine finish, but it's not like a mirror edge or anything. So I'm trying to figure out like what the hell I'm doing wrong. So I'm just gonna try and sharpen this guy once on camera for you guys, and hopefully you can spot something that I'm doing, or maybe it's just a crap chisel, you know, maybe the material is just bad. And that's what's going on. Maybe DMT stones are bad. I don't know. Let me know what you think, but let me set this up so you can see here, and I'm just gonna get after it. Okay, so that's not a bad angle. Forgive this because it's an atrocity to all mankind. Okay, so I also have cheapo glass cleaner. Maybe that's affecting it somehow. I don't know. Let's start with the coarse. Drop that in. It's not going anywhere. Splash. So taking this guy. Actually, I did this before, but I haven't done it in a couple days. The whole back grind thing. So let's just try that. I'm gonna start with this back and just go after it like this. Make sure that window cleaner stays there. Try a little more force just to be sure. So when I do that, I think it's making contact. Well, maybe that's the problem. Maybe looks like that's kind of making contact like here and here, but not on the edge. So that might very well be my issue, is that I don't even have an edge at the front to work with. Hold on. See if I can get after it some more. I am using the coarse, yes I am. Another thing that I noticed, so in Paul's videos, that's my biggest frame of reference because I've been watching it a lot. In his videos, he's got much darker stones because he's been using them for a long time. But on my light stones, all this, you know, black filth, can you see that on that camera? All this black stuff comes up. And I don't know whether that also happens on Paul's and I just don't see it because he has dark stones, or whether this is maybe a sign that like the chisels are made out of bad material or something. I really don't know, but that's something I noticed and I didn't know what to think about it. But so keep going at that. So yeah, it really looks like that might be my issue, is that I don't even have a flat edge back here. But even so, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like I'm just not getting a good, but yes, this is polishing like all in here. It's really not polishing up at the edge and it's not polishing back here. So Maybe that's the issue. Maybe you can tell me that. Let me even try. Well, this guy's a bent one, so crap, that may not even work very well. I'm just gonna keep going. So we'll take coarse out, put in fine. I'm gonna hit the back of this guy. Hit the fine. Maybe I should not even worry about doing the back since I know that I'm not polishing the back of the edge. I don't know. Probably. Ooh. That's actually creeping up towards the edge now that I'm using that one. Maybe I just couldn't really see the polish. So maybe this is a good idea that I kept going. Let me do a couple more passes. There we go. And let's do extra fine. Drop that in. Good. Little spray and get after the extra fine. And then if I'm not mistaken, I want to stay on this one for a while. To really polish the back edge of that. And get rid of all the abrasions that I was doing with the other one. A lot more black goop is coming off of this stone and this polishing than the others. Maybe that's a good thing, maybe that's a bad thing, I don't know. Keep going at it and putting in as much pressure as I can really put in with these 3 fingers on the back of this guy. So maybe that's good, maybe that's bad. Just trying to tell you everything I'm doing. Wipe that guy off. So yeah, I do think that's getting polished all the way up to the edge. So that's nice. Let me take it to the leather bit here. Flip this, come look at me. That'll work. Once again, excuse all the nasty boxes and crap I have. Oh wait, I think for the back, he just used wood. Yeah, that's true. So let me grab one little piece of wood here. Here's the other thing, is I don't have anything that's like properly good wood. I have a bunch of crap wood. I've got like this nameless 2x4 junk that I've been using to make my bench top. I don't have any like pine or, I mean maybe this is pine, I really don't know. Like it is a nameless wood to me. So I do not know. But let me clamp this, take the green buffing compound or whatever, make sure you can see that, and put it on there. Yeah, this probably won't do me any good, because this isn't even like a plain surface, it's like really gross, but we'll see. So I'll take this, getting black and stuff, which I think is a good thing. That's not bad. Okay, so now that I've done that, I should be able to flip that over and put the leather back on here for later. Just like this. Perfect. Okay, so now I'll come back to here. Alright, so now let's do the edge. I don't know, maybe because I did that whole back thing with the all the way to extra fine, maybe I'm gonna end up with a better time. Because I do think that the last time I tried to do the back edge, I didn't have an extra fine stone. So maybe that is going to make all the difference, and maybe I'm going to make this video and the chisel's going to end up being sharp. Maybe. So let me wipe this down, add more stuff. So just boom. Okay, I think I'm pretty good at finding the edge and keeping the angle and all that. Let me make sure my camera angle's pretty good. Yeah, that's not bad. Pretty sure I'm good at this. I'm like, I'm good for feeling for that edge. And I also think I'm not too bad at keeping that angle while I'm going. I can even reset, kind of find the angle again. Right there. Okay. Not bad. Let's move to the next one. Get the fine right here. Drop that in. That's gross. I just smashed my hand at the dirty window cleaner. Alright. Get in here with this. So again, let's find that angle and go. Reset, find the angle again just to be sure. Right there. I also, like at this point, this might be a good sign that I'm not finding the angle. Because at this point in the video, in Paul's video, he always talks about, make sure you're feeling that burr. I don't think I've ever felt a burr while sharpening, ever. I mean, I say that like I've sharpened a bunch. Like right now, I feel nothing on the back of this edge. It's completely smooth, which is probably a great sign that I'm doing it horribly, horribly wrong. Maybe that means I'm not finding the edge. I think I'm good at it, but maybe I'm trash at it. I don't know. I kind of just take the chisel and rock it forwards until the edge meets and I see the fluid squish out from underneath, and that's usually what I do. But maybe that's not good enough. Keep that in there. Boom. This is the extra fine. So again, bringing it in, finding the edge. Like I'm using my finger even to know when those two make contact. And then once I have that, once I see the fluid squish out, that's my spot. Maybe I should just try going slower with it. Let's stay here for as long as I need to. And reset. Find the angle again, right there. Yeah. I have no reason to think that that's not good. I don't know. Feels really smooth on this face. That's a good sign, I guess. And let's come back over here to the leather. Boom. Change that to there. Get this all good and greened up. Get in here. And swipe the back. I mean, if there's any kind of burr on there, it's so small that I really can't even tell. But this is what I end up with, and it's not like a mirror. I mean, it's much more polished than the rest of this chisel. Obviously, I could look at all the machining marks on there. And look at that. You know, that's like definitely an improvement. All you see is like the grain of the steel, I guess. It's almost like there's a little notch in there, but so let's come back to this paper. I don't think we're going to see an improvement. But if I try to dig in right behind it, I guess that's a little bit better than it was, but it's not even on the camera. I mean, marginally better, but it's like this doesn't shave hairs or anything. It's not razor sharp. I don't know. Maybe this is a little bit better than it was, but it's still like nothing like what I see people get their chisels to on YouTube. So I'm just confused and I want to ask you guys about it. So yeah, there's that. Let me know if it's crap chisel. Let me know if I'm doing something wrong. Thanks.